Hi guys. So I realize that quite naturally, whenever something's going on with me, it could be physically, it could be like I feel pain somewhere, which is rare. It could be I find that I'm getting irritated about certain things, quite easily. I realize I do certain things to reduce that. Like it could be like 20 minutes of like pranayama in the morning. I realize I'm just so nice to the next when I finish, like the first few people I speak to, I'm like, oh, what a nice person I am, and that like naturally feel very nice. So like I don't feel like I'm making an effort to be nice. But anyway, so I woke up a bit odd, with an odd, a bit odd as well. But like I this morning, and I had like I suddenly realized I had like, oh, it's fine, it feels fine here. On the right side of the lower back, I think it's a bit sensitive now in certain moves. And I do like quite a lot of different range of moves, which could be considered odd. And I do certain things just quite naturally when things come up. It could be anything, any part of the body. And to sort of relieve and maybe fix, but like, or reduce, so that it reduces the time that area is feeling odd pretty quickly. So I'm going to show you 3 moves that in relation to this bit of my lower back. So for example, I could be going to teach a class in, let's say, half an hour or an hour online class, and I want to like feel like I'm not going to be too overly concerned with one part of my body, that lower back, whilst I'm doing all the moves. And so I do maybe certain things beforehand to set me up, or maybe I want to go surfing later, instead of going, oh, I should be in bed. Or I should just go and get treatments and eat lots of cake. I do certain things, and then I can just live normally, or my normal, whatever that may be. Okay, so I'll get to some exercises. So the first one is to grab a chair. Depending on the height of the chair, it's going to depend whether you're going to keep it as it is, solid, so it's on 4 legs. I know you can't see, but it is on 4 legs. Or for me, because it's a little bit high, I'm going to tip it slightly back. And I do these quite a sort of moves quite normally, just around the house or wherever I am doing things. I realize some people don't, so maybe it will give you the inspiration of useful moves with the furniture and things you've got around of what you can do. So I'm putting this pretty much into my hip crease. I can rock a little bit from side to side, so it feels like it's in a comfortable place. It's not digging into my pelvis or into my hip bones. And then just extending forwards, and again, because of the height of the chair, I've lifted the 2 legs off. And then I can relax here, and it's a nice soft jet, so I can just relax my head on the seat, and it feels so good. I would stay here for a while until I start to feel more release. The hip crease is lengthening my back as well, so it's such a cool release for my lower back. I can also tip forward, so I start to come more onto 4 legs. At all, I could, at some point, if my feet are no longer on the floor, I can relax here some more. And it's a little bit digging into my hip crease on that one, so I could, if I want to stay longer there, I could put towels on the seat, or the top of whatever you just call this bit. The top of it's not the seat, it's the back of the chair, so it's softer in the crease. Same as if you're hanging in ropes, you put sometimes towels or blankets there to soften the edge. And then I'm going to show you 2 more moves involving a bed. So most people have a bed. I didn't used to have beds, so I went through a real futon phase, but I do sleep on beds now. So I'm going to move to the bed phase. Okay, so moving on to stage 2, bed phase. Well, you could just lie down and go, oh, my back. And that's fine as well. I don't really do that so much, apart from if I want to like go on Duolingo and just lie down, and then it's a good reason. But I do that at night. Anyway, I think this thing on my back came from the way I was sleeping. Sometimes I sleep in really weird positions. Like normally in the night, I'm normally going through sleeplets and doing all kinds of different things, which I don't remember. Anyway, for whatever reason, I got this thing. And then, so another move I like to do, and is to come over to the bed. Similar, it's very similar idea to the move we did before, or I did, and you watched, or maybe you joined in. And then, so you're in your hip crease and you're folding over the bed. And I think I've disappeared from the video, my head. Anyway, so you're in the hip crease, and then it's just nice to relax there. And if you want to, you can come forward, you can come onto your hands, extend forwards, get your hands down
Try to get your chest towards the floor, and then maybe the armpits down as well. And maybe you can't see what I'm doing, but hopefully I've described it well. So my chest is coming down, I think maybe you can see, and hands, and that kind of thing. And another one you can do, which is also like a really good handstand exercise, is if you squeeze your legs, you can do sort of your handstand line as well. So you're not bending your back at all, you're looking between your wrists, keeping the line in this position, ribs in, squeezing back, point toes, and it feels really good on my back. And even though like I've got that sensitive right back at the moment, it feels good. Okay, so I'm going to show the third one, which is you might want pillows around as well. So I do have pillows, I wasn't going to do it with pillows, but maybe I should, because I'm saying you can do it with them. So you're going to come over, and again, it's that lower back region around L4, L5, you're going to hang from there. So my shoulder blades are not on the floor, but if I move my pillow up to my shoulders and the back of my neck, they are. And so the back of my head is on the floor, is on the pillow, my shoulders are now supported. I can put a belt around my legs. As I exhale, I really feel my abdomen relaxing. This is my hands coming to my abdomen. And again, it's just really nice release. I can feel it releasing exactly where my lower back is sensitive. Maybe the muscles there have become a little bit tighter. So it's helping as well with releasing the abdomen muscles, softening them to release the muscles around the lower back. And again, that's another way. And then to come out, you can just slide back slowly and then rest your legs on the bed. So slide back, slide back, slide back, slide back. And then calves are on the bed. There, it's stuck. You can shimmy the pillow. This is really like inelegantly done, which is a bit like what my morning was like this morning, trying to find everything, losing my sunglasses. It was a bit weird. Normally, sometimes things are so smooth, and it definitely wasn't this morning. But anyway, so you've got your backs of your calves against the bed. This is a super great height for me with my long thigh bones and the height of the bed. If it's shorter bed, you can put something underneath the backs of your calves. If it's longer, you can, like the bed is too long in relation to your legs, then you can put something underneath your whole back, and then you'll be more supported. Otherwise your legs will be up like that, and then again, you can just relax here. And let's see how I feel coming out. I mean, I would normally stay there longer, but even a few minutes is good at times. Yeah, I feel great. I'm ready to teach online. Don't know about surfing today, but maybe I went yesterday, I might skip today and go tomorrow. Okay. I'm still like using the support to lift me up. But yeah, so I'm still being sensitive because I know it's a little bit sensitive there, and yeah, it will be back. But it's feeling fine. I can do what I want to do, but just with that awareness that that area might be a little bit more sensitive, as opposed to it stopping me doing what I intend or feel like is a good things to do today, and then I'm not just going to like sit down and eat. I need to go, oh my back. Oh, I feel sorry for myself because I can't move. There's always something that you can move, and always something that you can work on if something feels sensitive. And also what I found today, I did like different moves, and it was quite interesting because I didn't just lie down and go, oh my back. Just like how it affects different moves. So for example, I found handstands, like tuck wasn't something I was going to work on because of the rounding of the back to jump up. But like I use my lower back to fix my handstand line when I'm up. So I had to be more creative, like use more legs, use more fingers. So yeah, other muscles still had to take over. Hanging felt really good. So I still did what I was planning to do, but I was just being aware of it and just seeing how the other muscles can take over a little bit more this morning, and how they can work maybe in other ways, which is quite useful. Anyway, I hope that was useful. The crux of this is probably like whatever something is going on with you, or just continually in some way, even if it's in the background, tune into how you're doing physically, mentally, socially, emotionally, how's your breathing, what areas of experience of your life feels good, are you tuning in to what is good about your experience, because it can be sometimes, I could be going, oh my back, and then I could be going, oh actually I'm forgetting I'm in a really lovely space, lovely environment, and yeah, so you don't want to be blinded by something which is coming a little bit more stronger in your focus, or you don't want it to make you blind to everything else around you. But yeah, and I don't know, someone said it could be about the mood, but I found like I get really like past week, like in the morning particularly irritated about stuff, like
like suddenly it's like I can't find something, or I look in the place where my bank card is, can't feel it, and so look everywhere and I'm like, oh god, I have to cancel my card, and then I somehow go back to the same place and I can feel where I felt before, or thought I felt before, and there's my bank card. So it felt, I don't know, at times like, it's like when you're wanting to get a bus in London and you're like waiting, there's no bus for like half an hour, and you're like, what kind of day is this? And then another day you just turn up and a bus comes by and you get there, and then the next thing happens, and so everything flows really smoothly. So it's quite interesting if you're reacting to things at the times which feel a little bit out of control. What can you do to, or I tune into myself and like, what can I do to be like, so I'm not making this strange flow affects everything else. So I don't really become really annoyed with things, and bring that on to other people or other situations. So yeah, and I find breath work, just focusing inwards helps. Going for stuff, but yeah, it's good to know. It's good to know, like if you have something maybe with your wrist, can you use that as an opportunity to strengthen something else? And so anyway, I hope some parts of this video were helpful, and yeah, great to tune in. We're going to keep doing the online classes. They have been going on every day. I know a lot of buddies are now going into lockdown from Thursday or Friday. Some already are in that. It would be great, and it's always great to see whoever joins. And yes, sending you lots of love. A little snippet from my afternoon based on today's experience, which was my lower back. And don't worry about my lower back, like things come up and then, you know, in an hour it'll be like, oh, what lower back? Everything feels great. But yeah, but I do things when things come up at the time to help. And they're not always conscious. I'm just maybe doing something against the wall and I'm talking to someone, just feeling, oh yeah, that shoulder needs to open a bit. So yeah, it comes quite naturally, but it's useful to know and to share what you do, and to bring it into sort of more open consciousness as well, as opposed to just doing this stuff. And people just kind of trying to work out what you're doing, why you're doing it. So there are reasons. And yes, sending you again lots of love. Bye.